Hey guys, Temple Storm Hooey here, and today I want to go over positioning on Control Center Lijiang Tower, which is a third point. And yeah, we go over how to position against dive, how to position yourself against a standard comp, and where are the ideal positions to hold once you capture the point. So, let's go. Pushing onto point, opening the game up pretty much. You have two options. Your team will either push, I call this control area, or your team will push control point, or just call it point. Control and then point. If your team pushes control, you just sit back here, utilize this health pack, shoot across, heal who needs to be healed, discord targets, call them out. Maybe peel back if you get aggressed on, you can peel back here. If your team is doing the aggressing, you can utilize this server thing and LOS, shoot across, move up, etc. If your team pushes control point, you can just play back a point, use these
taking the objective.
map things, I don't know what the hell they call this. Just use these walls to your advantage. LOS, shoot across, shoot them up there. Abuse LOS as much as possible. You can rotate around if they're rotating around. And you have point control. Now the thing most people have problems with, again, is dive. So the way you play against dive, you have two options. You can put yourself out in the open here. As your team pushes out, dive versus dive, of course, and you play around this health pack. So you make it known you're here, or you can play back a little bit, make it harder for them to dive you. And then as soon as you see or expect them to dive, you work your way towards this health pack, pick it up, and you start cutting back into this health pack. Your goal against dive, with a dive, is to delay your death as long as possible and keep them occupied for as long as possible. So you just peel back with your back line, which ideally should be a Zarya and Lucio. Peel back, use the health packs, heal each other, shield each other, and try to survive for as long as possible. And then, yeah. As for holding the point against dive, pretty much up here in control or down here, doesn't matter as long as you get back up to the health pack. This is a good area to hold once you capture the point and you have dive. Same concept, pick it up, back up. You can position yourself on the outside of the map too. You have this health pack to play around, and you just peel around here. This is a little bit more dangerous because if you get dove, you might get knocked off the map. And yeah. And then if it's standard versus standard and you're holding, pretty easy stuff. You pretty much have free reign to just shoot and do whatever you want. Be sure to play with your backline, with your Zarya, with your McCree, whoever it is. And then usually if they have standard, this is actually probably the best position for you to be in. Harder for Tracer to flank you. Only has two directions, 1, 2. You can see her blinking across, you can see her coming here, so you can back up the health pack, drop the point, and if she tries to wrap all the way around, you could just see it coming, tries to right click, kill her, or drop the point with your team again. So that's pretty much it for holding on Black Market Lijiang Tower. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to tune into the channel for more Overwatch content. Have a good day.